Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
It's been a mainstay on the retail scene for decades, but now for Bed Bath & Beyond, it's all over but the going out of business sales. Thanks for being with us here for the news at 6 o'clock. I'm Kimberly Gill.
I'm Devin Skillian. After a long, slow slide downward, Bed Bath & Beyond filed for bankruptcy over the weekend. Let's just answer the biggest question off the bat. If you have a ream of their famed coupons, and they always are by the ream, it seems, you won't be able to use them after tomorrow.
Final store closing sales are set to begin Wednesday. So what really happened here? Why did this very popular shopping destination fail? For some answers, we turn to Local 4 business editor Rod Maloney. Rod.
Kimberly, pre-COVID, Bed Bath & Beyond was a juggernaut. People went in droves. They were building stores in droves. And then COVID hit, and well, the rest is history. The Beverly Hills Bed Bath & Beyond is one of the handful left open in the state. Shoppers like Sally Moore jammed the place this morning.
I heard they were going out of business, and it's sad. It's sad. I prefer it. You know, you like to have some variety, and specialty shops are a good thing. So I'm going to miss it.
And check this out. Marty Sauer of Berkeley dusted off her pile of the famed and ubiquitous Bed Bath & Beyond coupons. How many coupons you have here?
It's like about 100. No, probably this 40, I bet.
So you save these. You're a big...
I do.
You're a big customer.
I keep them in my car all the time, case.
So how does such a beloved chain hit the skids?
Well, they tried everything possible to keep it alive.
Local 4 bankruptcy expert Doug Bernstein of Plunkett Cooney says...
They went from 300 plus stores to 1,000 plus stores, and consequently their overhead grew. COVID dealt them a big blow, and the way people shop changes the way they do business.
And it is likely we'll never see the likes of this coupon usage again.
A lady in line gave me a coupon for 20% off my whole purchase today. So I've saved about $15
Oh, wow.
on top of the other discounts.
You got to touch things before you buy them. So hopefully something good will come behind it. But right now, it's the end of a bit of an era.
Well, if you have gift cards, those are going to be accepted through the 8th of May. The company anticipates, though, that they're going to close these stores, by the end of June, and also the Bye Bye Baby stores, which is the same chain. Those will be closing as well. Back to you.
Two of my favorites. So sad to hear, Rod. Before you go, though, you've told us no two bankruptcies are alike. So how does this one differ from others we've seen before?
Well, we're seeing the bankruptcy space sort of morph. Oftentimes what would happen is a company like this would go straight to what's called Chapter 7 liquidation, hire a company, sell everything off, and walk away. The company has decided they want to manage that process. So instead of hiring somebody else, they're going to do it themselves and yet liquidate the place and close it by the end of the summer.
Sad day for a lot of folks who like both those stores. Rod, we appreciate your reporting tonight.
A violent surprise attack between adults at a Cub Scout meeting. We first showed you this video on Friday when Warren police were searching for the man who threw the punch. Tonight he's in custody and facing a criminal charge. Will Jones live now with more on what we know about Tyrone Sledge. Will?
Devin, in court today, we got the suspect's side of the story about the parking dispute between his sister and the victim. Tyrone Sledge's lawyer claims the victim used racist and derogatory language.
No, Judge, we're aware of the charges. I've presented the charging document to my client. We would waive a formal reading and ask the court to enter a plea of not guilty.
26-year-old Tyrone Sledge now in custody in connection to an attack caught on video at a Cub Scouts meeting in Warren last week. He was arraigned at 37th District Court today, pleading not guilty. Investigators say the attack stemmed from a parking dispute between a 47-year-old man from Central Line who has a disability and a female relative of Sledge who had parked in a blue disability space without a permit.
The complainant is the one who really started this incident by calling my client's sister some very racist and derogatory names.
After the exchange in the parking lot, the woman contacted Sledge, and here's what happened next. Investigators say Sledge drives to the school. They say he walks toward the victim, informing him he was armed before punching him in the head, knocking him unconscious during the Cub Scouts meeting at Roos Elementary School. He then walks out and drives off. Before turning himself in today, Sledge was charged last week with assault with intent to do great bodily harm. That's a 10-year felony. The victim was taken to a hospital that day in critical condition. His condition has since improved. Prosecutors say the victim's 7-year-old daughter was present at the time, and she was traumatized after seeing her dad punched in the face. We are live tonight. Will Jones, Local 4.
All right, Will.
A teacher is arrested for bringing a gun into a Detroit high school. Prosecutors say William Howard brought the gun to Cody High School on Detroit's west side. They say Howard had the unsecured gun in his backpack and it fell out onto the hallway floor. Howard went before a judge today on weapons charges. Detroit Public Schools say they support the decision to charge Howard, writing, quote, "We believe only trained police officers should carry weapons in our schools." After we learned of the incident, we immediately placed Mr. Howard on administrative leave pending our investigation. A recommendation for termination is likely.
The U.S. is trying to increase pressure on Russia to free Novi's Paul Whelan. Reporter Evan Gershkovich and other wrongly detained Americans there as well, of course. Whelan's sister Elizabeth spoke at today's United Nations Security Council meeting.
Paul was a corporate security director. He had a job he loved, a home, a life of hope and opportunity. All that has been taken away from him by Russia, a country that revels in its culture of lies, its tradition of hostage diplomacy. Russia's less than sophisticated take on diplomacy is to arbitrarily detain American citizens in order to extract concessions from the United States. This is not the work of a mature and responsible nation. It is the action of a terrorist state.
Elizabeth Whelan is urging the Biden administration to do more to free her brother. The U.S. government was not able to secure Paul's release last year when it brought home 2 other Americans who were being held in Russia.
The Detroit Department of Transportation launched a public outreach program today. DDOT Reimagined aims to revitalize public transportation in the Motor City. Let's get out to Priya Mann at the Rosa Parks Transit Center. And Priya, this is a chance for everyday people to shape the future of this service.
Yeah, that's right, Kim. And DDOT launched their mobile engagement center. They'll be traveling to bus stops across the city. They spent several hours here at the Rosa Parks Transit Center. The goal is to talk directly to riders, and riders want to see some significant changes.
Hire more people. Get more people.
Longtime bus rider Eric Reed says DDOT needs to focus on hiring more drivers and increasing the frequency of runs.
I walk sometime 2 miles, 2.5 miles to get back and forth before work and when I get off work to get home because of the bus.
DDOT Reimagined wants this type of feedback as it redesigns the bus system from the ground up.
We have added some service. It's been difficult to add as much service as we'd like because we're still short over 100 operators. But we are able to add service in locations that at time frames that people said are an issue.
This mobile engagement center is heading to bus stops across the city to meet with riders and drivers directly.
The ones that be out here stranded waiting on a bus for hours and hours trying to get to work in the cold. So yeah, I think it's a good thing for them to talk to them and see how they feel about the situations and everything. Yeah, it's a good thing.
Starting Monday, DDOT is adding morning and evening runs to multiple routes across the city, and timetables will be adjusted to better reflect actual travel times along several routes. Phase 2 of DDOT's Reimagined initiative will run through mid-June.
Once we get all the information in, we take a look at the plan and what's realistic, and then we go back and price it out.
Yeah, the key here is funding. You can have all the ideas you want, but paying for it is another matter. DDOT says that they are going to be taking in everyone's considerations over the next 8 weeks, and they expect to have a proposal with funding in about 6 months. Of course, we'll continue to stay on top of this story. Reporting live in downtown Detroit, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
We'll see how it goes. Priya, thanks.
We've had a very chilly day, and depending on where you were, maybe you saw some few snowflakes and sleet pellets.
A little bit of everything. Yep. Let's get over to Kim Adams. Hi, Kim.
Hi. Well, we did have a few snow flurries today. Even though temperatures were in the 40s in the upper levels of the atmosphere, it was cold enough to have a few flakes drop and then melt. 45 degrees right now in Mount Clemens, 45 in Pontiac. Wind chills were in the 30s in a few areas, now back into the 40s. Can't believe we're talking about that this time of year. Freeze warning is in effect from 2 a.m. It goes into effect at 2 a.m. until 8 a.m. them tomorrow, as we do expect temperatures tonight to drop down all the way into the low 30s. It includes everywhere except for St. Clair and Sanilac counties. Tonight, we expect those temperatures to drop down into the 20s in Lapeer and Flint, 34 in Pontiac, 37 at City Airport, 33 Metro, and also in Ann Arbor. I'll have a look at the rest of the forecast in just a few minutes.
Still ahead, the service some big-name celebrities want everyone to know they did not sign up for, even though someone's making it seem as though they did.
We'll have that, and here's Hank.
A brand new travel scam and an important recall you need to know about. I'm Hank Winchester. Help me, Hank. The latest consumer news coming up in my consumer headlines.
Okay, Hank, and before we go to break, we have a reminder that book stock is underway at Laurel Park Place in Livonia. It's the biggest sale of used books and media in Metro Detroit. You can find deals on 400,000 gently used items all week long. Plus, proceeds benefit literacy and education projects in Detroit, Oakland, and Wayne counties. We'll be right back.